Okay, people, listen. We are back at it again, man. We are in the streets in Philly, Philadelphia, and that is the location. D'Alessandro Steaks and Hoagies in Philly. Apparently, they have the best hoagies, so we're gonna find out. Yes, we are going to find out what the hype is all about. All right.
The following customers are ready for pickup.
There's quite a few people in line.
Abigail H. Sophia C. Maria. Mackenzie M.
So it's a good sign. I
Eliza
hope.
C. June C.
But yeah, I'll let you know. All right, people. So listen, let's talk about yesterday's game. It was incredible, man. It's incredible. It was incredible. It was incredible to be in there. I liked what I saw in that game yesterday, right? Because I compared that to the Leeds game. Yesterday's game, we showed more intensity, and we looked much better. I'm giving props to Rasmus. Rasmus looked decent, running the channels, running behind. He looked, more aggressive, like a nine that would like for him to be. I like that. I also like Kobe Mainu in the midfield. He also looked way better, more energy. And that's what the boss also said. He wants more from Mainu, like that energy in the midfield. And him and Ugarte, they look pretty good. Same thing. Ugarte usually gets a lot of flack from the fans. But Ugarte looked pretty decent. But still, we still need that midfielder for sure, right? And because what will happen is the boss, he wants Bruno to be an 8, right? Yes, Bruno may have a number 8, but in the Bruno really as an 8, I don't think it will work. But that Ruben Amorim is adamant that's how he's going to play him. Yesterday's game, of course, he played him at his usual position as a 10. And we saw what happened when Bruno is at the 10. We get goals, right? And he scored some really nice goals yesterday. Big up to Bruno. So whenever you play him deeper, I think you are missing that, that edge, that, the lethalness of him, right? Being right there by the box, right? But of course, Bruno, again, he's another one that's very, I don't know how he's going to utilize him. I don't know how effective he's going to be in the midfield, right? Because Bruno, honestly, he's a 10. He's a 10, he's a 10, he's a 10, right? But of course, Cunha, again, quality player. You can see Cunha is definitely that player that we needed, right, in that team. The boss did say Cunha is such a big character. He's loud in the dressing room. So, they needed that type of energy in the team, right? And he definitely brings that to the team and also on the field. On the field, you can see in tight spaces, Cunha is good on the ball. Again, aggressive, excellent runner with the ball. So definitely Cunha, he is going to be a problem for a lot of teams going forward, right? What else did I like? Of course, Aiden Heaven, yeah, that mistake allowed West Ham to get that goal. Again, Heaven is a kid. He's allowed to make mistakes. I don't want to hear people going at the kid for making a mistake. He's going to make those mistakes. But in the long run, I think he's going to be a very important player for us, for sure. Another one that really impressed me, I think my man of the match, I think, was between De Ligt and your boy Doku. De Ligt looked really good in that back three. He looked laser focused, good on the ball, cleaning up, right? That was pretty. His game looks like it's getting better. But Dogu, I love Dogu's energy, aggression, that willingness to just be a menace, right? And we saw a lot of action on that left-hand side, right? Cunha and Dogu, that side, we saw a lot of action on the left-hand side. We didn't see much on the right with Ahmad, right? Ahmad was kind of quiet, right? Kind of quiet, but, he's gonna be better once he links up with Brian Mbumo, I believe, right? Once he links up with Brian Mbumo, they will form that connection. But again, yesterday it was kind of quiet because most of the action was happening on the left hand side. So Dogu saw a lot of football. Um, yeah, and what else? And also our back three, um, need to learn. As hopefully they pick this up, right, as the game goes on. Once that midfield is vacated by, if it's Bruno or Meno, they go in attack. One of these three center backs needs to step into that midfield, right? And they didn't do that. That is why Bowen was able to get through, and with just like one pass, and he was able to get through and score on us. But again, for Heaven making that mistake, yeah, he got beat by West Ham best player in Bowen. So it's not a big deal, but he's going to learn from that, right? As a young player, you learn from your mistakes. So Heaven really impressed me as well. Dogu, oh my God, Dogu, he can see that, you know, he's understanding what the manager wants. That intensity, he gives you that. He can run for days. That is awesome to see, right? We definitely still need a goalkeeper for sure. Let's see what else. Casemiro. He came in, you know, Casemiro, man, his legs, he doesn't look like he's going to be a starter, right? I think it's going to be Ugarte, maybe Ugarte Bruno or Bruno Menu kind of thing going forward. Because the only reason I think Bruno played as a 10 yesterday is because Brian Mbumo was not ready, right? Brian Mbumo was not ready. And apparently the manager said he's going to be ready for sure for that Everton game, which pretty sucks because we're not going to see him on the next game. Ooh. Oh, yeah, we play Bournemouth, I think, next game. So we're not going to see that. But again, it shows that we needed Brian Mbumo early. That way he can have, you know, a better preseason, right? As far as training and stuff like that. But, you know, he's definitely, Brian Mbumo is definitely going to be crucial. Him and Cunha in the 10 position, they will be definitely the ones to start most of the games, right? That's why we know Bruno is going to be in a play deeper in the midfield, right? But yeah, what else we got? Definitely it was a good win, right? At the end of this summer series, there's a trophy at the end of that. So yeah, listen, West Ham finished higher than us last season, so it's good that we were able to get that win. You know what I mean? It was good we were able to get that W, much needed. What else we got? For sure, the atmosphere in the game was incredible. If you haven't seen, I tried to do a couple of lives when I was in there so people can see what I was seeing. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. The Mexican waves and stuff like that. It was good stuff. Yeah, big up to Tony. I met Tony. That was cool. And what else? Listen, guys, this was so crazy, right? Do you know that game yesterday? I think the attendance was 82,500 and change. That attendance for that Man United game was higher than the Club World Cup final, right? Isn't that mad? Listen, man, once you're a big club, you're a big club, all right? This badge, no joke. Like, outside, everywhere, it was just red, Man United jerseys everywhere. So it was, you know, it's definitely an amazing experience. But yeah, I know you're all here to see what this hoagie is about. So this is the Philly hoagie sandwich. Look how long this thing is. Wow. There she is. Look at that. That is a Philly cheesesteak right there. All right, let's try to dig into it. Oh my God. Incredible. The Alessandro, if you're in Philly, people, this is where you gotta go. Incredible.